Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to be taking a look at the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brighteners. It's here. Now I actually ordered 4 shades and I have actually used this already just very quickly. And I did a quick review over on TikTok, but what I wanted to do today is kind of sit down and correct maybe something that I did wrong and just see how I like this product again. And I'll go through my first impressions with you. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life. And it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then please do consider subscribing. Okay, let's get into it. So my first impressions of this product was that, first of all, calling itself an eye brightener is kind of confusing. From reading the product description, it says it brightens and it also says it conceals. So it's basically a lightweight concealer. That's what it is, which brightens under the eye. And because it is so lightweight, like BB creams, for example, you can get away with doing less shades because one shade can be more universal. So that's where this kind of like eye brightener thing comes from. But people are like, but isn't it just an eye brightener? What is an eye brightener to you? That's what I'm going to ask you first of all. To me, it's something that, yes, brightens under the eye, but you can build it up slightly. But when a product claims that it's going to conceal, then I expect, oh, you can build it up and it's going to conceal. Now, if you actually like Google like eye brightener, makeup eye brightener, nothing really comes up. The only thing I can think of would be the Touche Eclat from whoever did it, YSL, I can't remember, which was almost like, again, just a very minimal amount of like a bright, lightweight concealer, basically. So yeah, there are some color correcting shades within this concealer, but it's basically a lightweight concealer. Of course, it's going to brighten under the eye. Anything would when you apply it under the eye. Now, that's marketing, isn't it? It's like it's going to brighten under the eye. But in my experience of doing makeup, for those of you who don't know, I'm coming up to my... Am I in my 13th year of doing makeup professionally? And I'm not talking about on myself on social media. I'm talking about in general. I had a career before YouTube. It's a lightweight concealer, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you're thinking about it, when you're like, but isn't it just an eye brightener? That's not really a thing. It's a lightweight concealer that you can use to just give a very subtle highlight under the eye, or a subtle glow under the eye, or a subtle color correction under the eye, which is fine. It's a great product, but don't think that eye brightener is its own product, if that makes sense. So how I found this product before was thinking it was like this very lightweight, very, you know, hydrating, although it does have powder in it. I thought that it was going to be quite exactly that, hydrating, quite smooth on the skin, quite easy to blend. However, I found it matter than I expected it to be, and I just wasn't generally very impressed with the no, I was impressed, but I was impressed with it as a concealer. Like, it's a bit difficult to go wrong with concealer nowadays, right? So I was kind of like, yeah, this is nice. And then after speaking to a few of you on Twitter, some people were very happy with it. Some people were like, I didn't like it. Some people were like, it's concealer. And then some people were very much, I personally, everything from Fenty that I've used, I've really, really liked. So I was surprised when people were like, I don't really like Fenty. I was like, but they're quite good products. What I've done today is I've really hydrated. God, I look so tired. What's this here? I've hydrated under my eyes quite a bit because I did find it was quite matte, and I do usually hydrate under my eye quite a bit too. For me, it helps stop creasing for me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one shade under the eye, and then I'm going to color correct and also use another shade on top, because that's what I did the first time and I didn't really like the mix. And then I'm actually going to use the Eaze Drop from Fenty Beauty. Okay, shall we just? So let's start with color correcting first. This is the shade Peach 09, which to me, the shade is the most perfect color correcting shade. It's not completely orange. It just does have that peachy tone to it, which is a great color correction if you do have darker under eyes. If you have deeper skin tone, then of course you can go more towards orange or more towards a reddy tone. But for me, this is a great color corrector for under the eye. I'm going to use a brush first of all, and where am I quite dark? I feel like I'm really dark this side. So let's build up that color. And I do really like this. Oh, if you see glitter on my face, it's because I was just using glitter and it just won't fucking come off. This is why I hate it so much. I hate glitter. So I'm just going to tap that into the areas where I'm slightly more darker. And this is what I feel like for me when I use color correctors, and I just feel like color correctors should be this way. When you're color correcting around your eye and you're using like a peachy tone or a tone that's a little bit darker than your skin, it should almost, what's the word? Neutralize. We're neutralizing under the eye. We're not trying to make a whole new shade under there. So really, if anything, you don't want to see it on the skin as much as an orange color corrector. Kind of just like this is fine. You see how it's kind of neutralized that darkness, but you can see a clear, like peachier tone, and it's going to do the job. So once we put on a lighter shade, it's going to look completely neutralized, and we're going to have a nice brighter under eye with our eye brightener. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Eye brightener is the name of a product. It's not really like, oh, I need to get myself an eye brightener today. Which brand should I get? Because it's a lightweight concealer. You know, if you're building a kit, you're not like, oh, I need to add an eye brightener. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go on with Golden Ivory number 2. And let's build that up over the areas where I just put that shade. Now, this is quite a bit lighter, but in theory, because these are lightweight concealers, I should be able to use a brighter shade and it not look too horrendous on my skin. I feel like when you have a product like this and people put a certain set of rules on how to use this, for example, like, oh no, you're only meant to use a finger, oh no, you're only meant to use a brush, then I immediately deem the product not very user friendly. People should be able to incorporate makeup into their routine in a way that they use it. Yes, there are better ways to use products. There are theories on how to use products better, but if I was releasing a brand, and I'm not saying this was like from reading some comments from some opinions, sorry, on this product. What is wrong with me to say? So reading some opinions on this product, people are like, oh yeah, you should only really use your fingers. Oh, it's made to be used with a brush. It's like, well, that's not it at all. You know, that isn't how it should be one bit. Yeah, this is actually really nice. Okay, I don't know what would happen the first time I used this product, and it was a little bit, it just looked like concealer. It was cakey around my eyes. It didn't sit very well at all. Maybe I was having a bad skin week, but I mean, I hope products would work on me when I'm having a bad skin week too, you know? I am very hydrated around the eyelid area, so this is going on really, really nicely and smoothly, and I can't see texture. That was my issue before. I had quite a bit of texture on the under eyes where, yeah, see? Brighter. Nice. So should we just go straight in with the O2 Golden Ivory on the other eye and just see? I didn't realise I looked so tired until now. Going back to like how this is meant to be used again, people were saying, you know, it's meant to be used as like a sheer coverage, whereas on the website itself, it does say sheer buildable. So that would absolutely suggest that this could be built up to a point that it conceals. Which you actually don't need to build it up that much, because look how quickly that concealed, and it's very natural. Like, it's actually unclockable on the skin. You wouldn't know it's there. You can see my skin underneath. And it says it applies well with fingers, brush, or sponges. Crease humidity and sweat resistant long wear formula. I do. I mean, there's not much difference, but I do actually prefer the side maybe without the color corrector. So that's really, really great if you want a tint of products. I'm just going to apply foundation and see how well this sits. This is the number 8 Eaze Drop. Is it Eaze Drop or Easy Drop? I'm going to call it Easy Drop. Foundation. Not foundation, sorry, the blurring skin tint. And I did a review on this foundation as well, just in case you missed it. And it was really, really good. I'm very, very oily. I have extremely oily skin. And the day that I was meant to be like wear testing this, I completely forgot. And I was like, crap, I have so much to do today. And I was building furniture. I was running up and down my stairs all day. And I have 3 floors in my house. And I was running up and down those. Like, I was cleaning this floor, basically. And I have, like, loads of boxes up here, loads of rubbish to take downstairs. And I was like, it's kind of an unfair test, because I'm doing a lot of physically demanding jobs. Whereas actually in my real life, I don't do that. I'm not going to wear foundation while I'm doing physically demanding things, and I'm not going to sweat as much. But I was so impressed with the way this just held on to the skin through all of that, through me sweating, through me greasing up. I didn't touch it up throughout the day, and it just sat so incredibly well, to a point where I was like, am I even wearing any foundation anymore? Because it kind of just sat so well on my skin and looked so natural. And I kind of wiped off half my face. I was like, oh yeah, no, I am wearing foundation still. Oh, and I also saw people like, oh, you can apply it straight on here onto the eye. Oh, wrong eye. Whoops. I hate that idea for hygiene reasons. I really don't like it. Let's apply a little bit more. Every time I say something like, oh, I don't like to apply it this way, like powder foundations, I'm like, oh, I don't like applying it with sponges. People message me like, well, how else are we meant to apply it? Remember brushes? Remember when? I like that very much. I like that for very natural skin. You can still see my skin. You can still see blemishes. You can still see some pigmentation, which I absolutely love. The concealer is sitting really, really well, but it is very comfortable. It is just like a lightweight concealer, which is perfect, which is very nice if you want that. Yeah, I would recommend getting it. It's a really nice product. If you do like natural skin, I feel like it's a very summer skin kind of thing, especially because it is like humidity resistant, all that kind of stuff. In terms of finding a shade, it's not bad if you're going for just a slight color correction, because you can be 2 or 3 shades within that one shade, within that one color. However, if you do want to build it up, then I would recommend finding a more suitable shade from the range that is going to suit you a little bit better if you do want more coverage, or if you do want more coverage from this. I think it's really, really nice, and it's something I think I would incorporate into my, if I was to wear foundation every day, into my foundation routine. I mean, it is creasing very slightly, so crease resistant. I cannot think of a concealer that is truly crease resistant, that truly, truly doesn't add like creases to your skin. The claim crease resistant, I do find it kind of hard to believe with some concealers, because if you have textured under eyes, for example, if you do have fine lines, of course it's going to crease. There may be ways to delay it, but it's going to happen at some point. It's skin texture, it's normal, it's natural, it's absolutely going to happen. And when it does come to that, you know, just tap it and warm it back up with your finger and you'll be good. That's why I don't like using too much powder under the eye, because you can't warm up that product again, or reheat, or revive the product itself. So yeah, I do like it. That's like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Well, that's my review. I would love to know if you have used this product, if you liked it, what you thought was going on. I do have a full face of Fenty coming next week. So many people have asked me for this, and I bought everything for it. And then I saw that these were going to be released, and I was like, no, let me wait. And then people wanted to hear so much about these. So that's why I'm filming this, but I do have a full face of Fenty coming next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Do give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Consider subscribing, follow me on all my socials, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.